Sup shitters, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SB Reviews, where today we're checking out a track by an artist named King Matt, and this is off of his album Forever Falling, and the track is called Again. And without further ado, we're going to switch over to here, listen to Again, and hear what we think. This is also featuring Little Gunnr as well. Oh, I'm liking that filter on there. The swell, the volume swell. Gorgeous. Ooh, that low bass. Oh, those voices, those. Oh, that was this guy's playing around with dynamic range. I appreciate that. I like that. I was expecting to go right into the kicks in, but there was kind of like a fake out. That was a really interesting choice there. I love the tone of the singer. I think it's really, I think it's really gentle, and it matches what he is sort of singing about. I think that's really cool. I'm loving those overdubs as well to kind of fill up the spaces. There's not too much happening in the actual other instruments, so it's kind of okay. And hook. Heavily limited, but it works. In terms of the mastering, I mean. That 808 or that bass is just kind of filling up the entire field, dude. Hey, we got no. Ooh. The sustain, the reverb on that cymbal, that it's a very sad, sort of unhappy song, isn't it? I don't know what to do. You acting the same. Is this Little Gunnr? No, there's something new. You fuck with my brain. What did I do to you? Stop driving me insane. I'm done playing your games. You keep saying you love me, but I just feel lame. You fuck with my heart and this love you create. It's a shame that people have to go through these relationships to sort of make this material like this, because this is the stuff that comes from actually experiencing things like this. And this is what I say, yeah, I'm missing you, you play with my heart, so come back to me again. Kind of at this point, the vocals are more like, those sustained notes sound more like a lead synth. I'm missing you, when we were friends, I'm missing you. Oh, nice harmony there. Nice touch, like a fourth or something like that, right? Fourth interval. Damn, man. That delay, that repeater is really dope. And back to King Matt, I suppose. Everything you say to me is see-through. Bit on me. You want me to lose. Get rid of me. You and me don't act the same no more. No more. Interesting interlude. Just a nice break dynamically. It's fantastic. Give a bit of space in the track. Oh, nice, and bringing back in that chorus. Like, it's a very kind of sort of straightforward approach to articulating your voice over the rest of the instruments, but I think it's effective. I don't think that would have called for too much ornamentation with the singers. It's more about creating something you can remember with a single like this, you know? Like, I can't sing, right? But I dig that. I think that's kind of catchy. I'm trying to figure out what that heartbeats thing is. It was like a little bit distracting for me. I guess that's just maybe that's a consistent theme through the mix. It's like the reference of the woman in there. Oh, you know, I don't know who they're talking about specifically, but you know, there's a lot of people that fuck with people's heads, and you never know who it is. I'm assuming though this is like a relationship that's gone sour, and I'm assuming that King Matt and Little Gunnr have been discussing like someone that has just been messing with them in a way they just don't appreciate, and they're trying to sort of get them out of their life, and they don't want to go down that path again, you know. And the eights, the bass, the drums, those piano bits, the synths, the whole environment, the atmosphere of this track was very kind of somber and contemplative, but it was also like it was a bit of a depression, really. It was depressing. It was borderline miserable. These two sounded incredibly unhappy with what was happening, and they just wanted to change, and they sounded like they were desperate for it. There wasn't a whole lot of anger or resentment towards it. There was an acceptance of the situation, a frustration with it. That was kind of communicated sort of really well. That was communicated quite well through both the harmonies, the low-key sort of groove of the drums. Like, it kept pace, but it wasn't too fast. It wasn't in a hurry to get anywhere. It was just you're along for the ride, and I think that's kind of the way that sort of kind of messed up relationships work. Often it's like you feel like it's just what it is, and it's just everything's the same, and it's awful. And it's not till you get out of that situation that you realize just how messed up things were, and you're so glad that you've left that alone. It's a really competent effort by King Matt and Little Gunnr, and if this is his kind of style, I can imagine that it's going to be a really interesting sort of full release. I mean, you have Forever Falling, which is his album. It's mixed and mastered and produced pretty well. Again, not a hugely sort of... It's not like we're talking about progressive rock or like freeform jazz or something like that here. But a single like this, it needs to be easy to understand, accessible, but also like authentic and also catchy. And that's not an easy thing to do, and also performed incredibly well. And also different. And it's not an easy thing to do all that, but I feel like King Matt and Little Gunnr have managed to do that. So well done to both of these artists. Hopefully you enjoyed listening to Again by King Matt and Little Gunnr off of King Matt's album Forever Falling. Please do check these guys out on Spotify and their other various social medias. Stay cool, stay safe. Please remember to support your local artists and musicians at this point in time, as you need help more than there with all the crazy stuff going on. I'll catch you next review. Sabata hands out.